Another spring in the Hudson Valley. It's the best time. It's the best time of year. Chris here. Been a little bit. Came across this topic at a meeting. It's a good topic. Well, a topic that sprung from a topic. Hey, bugs. I don't know if you can see all the little buggies. Yeah, you can. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, this is a good topic. Are you using your past for positivity or negativity? So I have touched on something similar in other videos. Have I used my past, my story as a positive or negative? And I can 100% say that I've used my story in negative ways to justify my present behavior. That's tough. That's tough. You know, I used it to justify all my behavior. Unconsciously, too, I might add. I did add. Because once I had some awareness that I was doing this, I'm like, ooh. But if you had my life, you did this too. Yeah, playing the victim, playing the blame game. You know, I've done it. Been there. Been there. But yeah, it's a hard one. It's another hard one. Another tricky one if you don't have any awareness. You know, once you bring awareness to it, you can't really justify shit anymore. I mean, you can, but you know now. And there's plenty of people that do that. They know what they're doing. They continue to do it anyway to please the sick ego. That's tough. Do I want to stay sick or do I want to grow? I don't know. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, little guy. Sorry, man. My bad. My bad. Watch out where I step. There's a lot of little froggies around here. You know, because I've used my past to justify my present. You know, beating myself down so bad in addictions and behavior. Got myself into AA and start changing. Well, recovery. We'll say recovery. But that's where I got my recovery. Start changing and start living by a certain set of principles. You really start working it. You gotta put down the drugs and alcohol first, though. At least for me, because the drugs and alcohol will dictate my sick ego, and then my sick ego can justify anything. It still can without drugs and alcohol, but even more so with drugs and alcohol. And it was all justified. It was all justified. My story is justified. To have the poor me and be the victim. Pretty much like anybody else's story on planet Earth. And maybe other planets too. But yeah, once I got into recovery and started changing, put down the drugs and alcohol for a certain amount of time, a day at a time, up until this very point right now, and start learning and living by a set of principles that help change your thinking, my attitudes and actions. I can't justify my story anymore. Can't do it. First of all, it's bullshit, because everybody has a story. Playing victim does nothing for me. Doesn't do anything for me. It keeps me sick. It keeps me sick. And now, getting through that, now my story is helping somebody else in one way or another. And I might not even know who, and I don't need to know who. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. And it says that in in the recovery, that our stories will help somebody else, will benefit somebody, will become an asset. So nowadays my story is a positive. That's tough. That's a tough one, because we all have a story. And I can find justifiable actions in anybody's story. I can. But will it help? Will it help me grow? No. Nope. It is what it is. bring some awareness towards it, look at it objectively, and just, okay, well, that sucked, but it's okay. You know, is that my God? Is that my higher power? Just like that dog over there. Is that my higher power? Is my story going to control me? That's up to me. That's up to me nowadays. You gotta be careful with your story too. Even when you're trying to use it in a positive way, you want to be that person to share your story and it's like, no, my story is way more messed up than yours. No, check this out. That's more ego. That's more ego. You gotta be careful with that. Or totally reverse. Oh shit, my story wasn't that bad. My story wasn't that bad. Maybe I'm not that bad. You know. Gotta really bring awareness to the ego. Really gotta bring awareness on top of it. In front of it. Nowadays, I just look at my story like, doesn't control me any longer. I could do something about it. I could pray for the people involved. I can make restitution to the people that I know and be there and be present for them. There's a lot of things I can do. That's big. A lot of things I could do. There's a lot of tools at my disposal. Do I want to be happy? Do I want to be right? Do I want to be well or do I want to be sick? You know, nowadays I have the choice. It's definitely a choice every day. And nowadays, someone can say something, and if I identify, I'd be like, well, this is what I did in that situation because I had the exact same situation. I had the exact same situation within the family or within my story. This is what I did. This is what I'm doing. It is about action. Gotta take action. It's gotta be positive action though. I really bring awareness to that ego. Really bring awareness to it. So yeah, I've used it. I've used my story. But now I still use it. And it's not using me. I'm using my story, but my story is not using me. It is what it is. What do I do now is what counts. Nice. That's what counts. I thought that was a pretty good topic, because that the story can really send you backwards, and it can keep you stuck for who knows how long. Who knows how long that freaking story can keep you stuck. Especially when it's justifiable. It's justifiable. You can think nowadays that people have a worse story. And they're doing something about it. They won't want to be a victim forever. Sure feels good. Sure feels good being a victim. Some sort of sense of, I don't want to say purpose. Sense of something negative. They keep me stuck. And once you get out of it and start learning about it, then you have a choice. I choose not to use that for negative reasons anymore. I want to grow. I want to keep on growing in understanding and effectiveness. Have some gratitude. You bring gratitude towards it. Grateful for my story. Grateful to be an alcoholic addict. In a way, yes. In a way, But from my experience, those experiences were definitely an experience. And if you just take good or bad away from it and just see it as an experience, it's an experience. I've been saying, I guess to some people, but I've been saying, at least to myself, it doesn't matter what kind of experience. Any experience is good, whether it's good or bad. It's not a waste. Even though some experiences might be wasteful and a waste of time, it's not a waste if I learn from it. It's not a waste at all. But if I don't learn something from it, it's going to keep on going on and on and on and on and on. And those are the ones that are usually negative. It doesn't really help me grow until I turn that corner and use that experience in a positive way to help somebody else, and then it's not using me anymore. Once an experience doesn't use me anymore, that's it. Boom. That's it. Hello. Hello. So damn cute and yet so freaking destructive. Little shits. So, how are you using your experiences? How are you using your story? Look at it. Look at it with real honesty. And then see where you go from there. Peace.